the win. Job really well done in all departments. Real sum-of-the-parts team effort. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Bayern Munich gave themselves a dream start in this by scoring with their first attempt. You know, it served as a huge confidence boost, and it's no surprise to see them use it as a springboard to go on and secure what is a pretty good result.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. So can he be the hero? Oh, he saved it!
That's a lovely stop from the keeper. He's done his teammates proud with that one.
Ajax must score to keep their hopes alive. It's in, he's kept them in it. 3 each. And now we're into the realms of sudden death. Oh, good take, keeper committed himself.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Saved! And there's your hero! Shootout winners. It is such a compelling way to win, compelling and cruel. But they were so composed under pressure, and that was the difference. Well, how will we look back on that?
PSV made their intentions clear that nothing else but a win would do. These games are always tough, you know, it's not always about form, it's not always about class or style, it's about pride, and they showed loads of that. Their attitude was spot on today.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So hello, welcome one and all to what is certainly in terms of international football in Latin America, the ultimate grudge match. Two absolute superpowers who also happen to be neighbours on a continent widely recognised as football's home. It is a rivalry that has a history which lasts well over a century and has of course been ranked top of all footballing rivalries by media and supporters alike. It comes as little surprise then that this game is considered to be international football's equivalent of the Super Classico. The 11 of Brazil, the 11 of Argentina, some of them friends, many foes in club football, lining up for a united cause. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Well, they call this a friendly, but the crowd clearly doesn't think so, and nor in actual fact the we.
Well, I'm sitting here, Peter, thinking, is it...
He's gone for it!
Oh, and things were shaping up very nicely there after the little drop of the shoulder.
And through to the goalkeeper. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Messi. Dybala. Messi. Dybala. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Roberto Firmino. And he's going long. Alexandro has come steaming up from the back for this. Plenty waiting in the middle. Caught offside that time. Gets it upfield. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Acuna, and it's Messi. Good take, shapes to shoot! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work though.
Marquinhos tries to switch the play. Dani Alves tries making a foray down the right. And here's Neymar. Coutinho. Alexandro. Going for goal! And out to safety. Brazil have a free kick. Coutinho! And we've reached half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. The midway point of the game.
Brazil really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we're already back underway here.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Daniel Alves. And here's Neymar. Neymar. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Otamendi. Lo Celso. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Dybala. Chance to shoot! Daniel Alves. Nil-nil the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. And it's Alexandro. Messi. Now can they counter? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Marquinhos. Thiago Silva with the crossfield ball. Cut out in the nick of time. Danger averted for now.
Brazil merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Finds himself eased off the ball. Marquinhos. Alexandro. Marquinhos. Chipped through. Nicely worked. And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So we've gone the full distance here, nothing definitive, and we will be back shortly for a penalty shootout. Boy, you can feel the tension. Gabriel Jesus shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. And he's found the net.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Aguero with eyes on the prize. Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Neymar is the second man to step up for his team. No, it's been saved.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Dybala will take their second. And he's found the corner.
Well, it's never easy to step up and take a penalty, but he slotted that home with authority.
Oh, it's saved. Pretty much straight at him.
Oh, that was right down the keeper's throat, and it was an easy save to make in the end.
Argentina with the chance to go 2 up. And he's put them 2 in front. He cannot afford to miss. It's saved, and it's over. So after a grueling game that went all the way, the winner is decided on penalties. It is a horrible way to lose, and they are heartbroken. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, and we know that derbies can often make predictions look silly. They can take on a personality of their own, and this one didn't really deserve to have a loser.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Massive leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Mexico can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Herrera. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Zielinski spreads it towards the left. Tries to get it forward quickly. And here's Raul. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Now it's Lewandowski. Zielinski. He's got away. Chance! And it's Lewandowski. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. Going for goal! Oh, what a hit! What a hit! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. There is the breakthrough.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Poland take the lead.
Still a fragile lead though, they can't afford to sit on this.
Across the field it goes. Lozano. Well, he's got the ball glued to his feet. Chip through. He's got options out wide. Out of play for a goal kick. Forward it goes. And here's Raul. Bednarek. Hardly anything between the sides. And the score is 1-0. And it's Grosicki. Grosicki. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Poland head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And the action is back on the way. Poland carrying a 1-goal lead. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Dos Santos. Herrera. Herrera not easily shrugged off the ball. And that's sprayed out wide. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And he's going long. And he just whacks it away. And it's hoisted clear. He's come loose. That's the throw. It'll be a throw-in. Lozano. Nicely controlled. Looking for a decent ball in. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Well, the clearance is short. And it's Dos Santos. Gets wrestled off the ball. Mexico have a free kick. Raul. Dos Santos. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And the finish! Oh, should have been the equaliser.
I think he rushed that. He had a bit more time than he realised. He could so easily have equalised there.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Dos Santos plays it over to the other flank. Lozano. Oh, that is lovely footwork. One good cross, maybe the last chance. Lovely bit of skill there. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it. But that was enough. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, a result which owed much to grind and graft, Peter. Not the prettiest of wins, but a very professional performance, I would say. And a clean sheet, of course, is always very welcome.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. We have already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, the goalkeeper, Wojciech Szczesny, Peter. He's got incredible reflexes and that makes him one of the best shot stoppers around. He's also very comfortable when he's under the high ball or coming out for crosses. And having someone like that just easing the pressure on that defence can spread confidence very quickly.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And it's Lewandowski. Got a shot away! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Herrera. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Ball is over the line. Layun. Lozano. Kamil Glik. Krychowiak. Krychowiak drives it forward. Zielinski. And here's Lewandowski. Ochoa catches it safely. Kamil Glik. He's not going to get that. And the whistle goes for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the action is back on the way. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? He's got options out wide. Up to meet it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, if you give him something to attack in the air, he's most likely to get there. It's what he does best.
There's the delivery. Layun. Lozano. Lozano's cross, cut out in the nick of time. Zielinski. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side
goes for goal! Massive leap! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room.
Moreno attempts a clearance. Lozano. Herrera. Lozano. Herrera out to the right. In with a header! Gets good distance on it.
Mexico merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Herrera tries to get it forward quickly. Jimenez spreads it towards the left. Pumps it into the area.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here. Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Lozano. Nicely controlled. Dos Santos. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So we've gone the full distance here, nothing definitive, and we will be back shortly for a penalty shootout. Right on the edge. Feel the moment. Calmly, he puts the ball down on the spot. It is so important to score the first one. And he puts them one up.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Oh, it's saved. Pretty much straight at him.
Oh, that was right down the keeper's throat, and it was an easy save to make in the end.
Down the middle, right where the keeper was standing. 2 to the good. Mexico trailing by 2 now. Keeper's read that beautifully.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
The third man in the queue.
Well, he strolled up and struck that with great confidence. That's a superb spot kick.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. And scores to keep them alive. So can he be the hero? Oh, he saved it!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Mexico must score to keep their hopes alive. It's in, he's kept them in it.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
So this to seal it. He's buried it, and he's won it. Poland taken all the way. They found the way from the spot, and they have won it. A win in the most thrilling fashion.
Well, what a way to finish a long, hard match. Those players can be really proud of their effort to have come out on top. That was far from easy.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. We have already started here. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Moreno. It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing. Lozano. What an adventurous run from a defender. Zielinski. Grosicki. Has a quick glance.
No efforts on target is acceptable if levels of enthusiasm and energy are good, and they're not.
Raul.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Moreno. Lozano. Not long till half-time, and it is still goalless. Cuts it out. Raul. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Poland keep the ball, but can't do anything. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So your views on the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
Poland head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. There's the start of the second half.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Into the box. Grosicki. Grosicki goes on a charge down the left. Tries to stroke it through. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Played out to the right. It's broken loose. And it's played forward. And it's Raul. Krychowiak. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Krychowiak! He scores!
Well, what a sickener that is for the opposition. There really isn't much time to get a goal back now. Talking about drama.
So we have our breakthrough.
The perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind, when the going gets tough, etc.
Dos Santos plays it towards the front.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Bednarek hoists it forward. Throw in. Mexico can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Over to the left. Tries to dink it in. Aimed in towards the centre. That intervention was very necessary. And that is that. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny. Just a goal in it. But that was enough.
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them. They upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, the goalkeeper, Wojciech Szczesny, Peter. He's got incredible reflexes and that makes him one of the best shot stoppers around. He's also very comfortable when he's under the high ball or coming out for crosses. And having someone like that just easing the pressure on that defence can spread confidence very quickly.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Lozano. Oh, that had to be more accurate.
Mexico have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Layun. Lozano. Lozano proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Plays it into the box. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here. But for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Dos Santos plays it short, looking to go deep.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
Kamil Glik. Bednarek. Grosicki. Grosicki on a charge down the left. Goes down, but nothing given. There's the whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Poland head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Not a team any further forward than they were when they started out. Here we go again.
Poland can be very glad that half-time came when it did. Poor possession and very little firepower means they need a serious pickup in this second half. No guts, no glory.
Layun. Dos Santos. Dos Santos goes looking. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Dos Santos. And it's Raul. He's looked long this time. Jimenez is fouled.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And here's Lewandowski. Dos Santos. Lozano. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
He's had a look. Mexico are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate it.
Has a hit! No, he couldn't get hold of it. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Beautifully done. And it's Dos Santos. 2 minutes to be added on. Dos Santos. Across the field it goes. And he's going long. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection on what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So we brace ourselves for the nerve-shredding ordeal that is penalties. right on the edge. Feel the moment. So, the first penalty. And he puts them one up.
Good penalty. Completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Coolly done, one each.
He just did what he was asked.
Grosicki is the second man to step up for his team. Great stop, keeper's denied him.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
So, the second man in line. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, that's great concentration from the keeper and a wonderful save.
Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Jimenez will take the third penalty.
Well, he strolled up and struck that with great confidence. That's a superb spot kick.
Zielinski is fourth up.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself. 3-3. Krychowiak is the fifth volunteer. Good penalty, just steered it the other way.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Mexico must score to keep their hopes alive. Saved! And there's your hero! Poland taken all the way. They found the way from the spot and they have won it. A win in the most thrilling fashion.
Well, there's really nothing quite like the excitement of a penalty shootout, and they'll be absolutely delighted to have edged it their way.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Well, let me think. Working to the bar, couldn't calm down. 잡아냈습니다.
네, 브루노 선수가 좁은 공간에서 넓은 공간으로 나오는 플레이가 굉장히 장점이 있는 선수거든요.
그렇죠.
네, 자신의 발재간을 한번 보여줬습니다.
자, FA컵 이후 하루 쉬고 경기인데도 철도 정신으로 승리를 기원합니다.
아, 그렇죠. 이 FC KTX 뭐 이런 별명도 있는
네,
팀이잖아요.
그렇죠.
사실 앞만 보고 자신의 그 주어진 길을 이 성실하게 달려가는 어떤 그런 기차처럼 그런 정신을 말씀하시는 것 같습니다.
이제 철도 같은 경우에는 정차역이 아니면 브레이크를 밟지를 않거든요.
그렇습니다. 정말 위급 상황이 아니면 브레이크를 밟지 않고 앞만 보고 달려가지 않습니까?
약간 그런 게 철도 정신인 것 같아요.
맞습니다. 그런 정신으로 또 FA컵 준우승까지 차지했던 이기 때문에요.
네.
네.